I have been trying to make this video for a while now, but it took longer than I expected because I had to run multiple tests and had to dual boot the Windows 11 Pro and the LTSC, and I had some issues booting the system and all that, but finally it's here. The question is, should you use Windows 11 LTSC? If you ask me, should you switch to Windows 11 LTSC or use Windows 11 LTSC? I would say no. I'll explain why as we go through this video, but first let me show you guys some of the tests that I ran on both LTSC and Windows 11 Pro. This is probably not going to be the professional level of video, but I'm hoping that this will be somewhat useful. So I have all these videos and photos that I took during test, and let's take a look at them. Now, this is the first benchmark that I ran on both LTSC and Pro, and these are the results. And there is one problem with the LTSC. I don't know why. For some reason, I can't get the benchmark numbers in GPU section. I ran it multiple times, but I couldn't get it. But the GPU was working, it ran the GPU benchmark. So in terms of like GPU performance, they were equal. So I'm gonna subtract the GPU benchmark score here from the Windows 11 Pro, and let's put it right there. And now we have the fair comparison. Compared to LTSC, it's a lot. Okay, it's a huge gap. But if you look at the CPU, RAM, and Windows 11 user experience score, you'll see that in CPU performance, LTSC is winning. This is the LTSC score, and this is the Windows 11 Pro score. So in terms of CPU performance, LTSC wins, Windows 11 Pro loses. But now, if we look at the RAM performance, LTSC loses, Windows 11 Pro wins. On the GPU side, I couldn't get the numbers. I don't know why on LTSC, but when I was looking at the benchmark, the score was equal. This was the score on both LTSC and Pro, and I was getting the 12 FPS on 4K actually. But now, if you look at the user experience, Windows 11 user experience, Windows 11 Pro is winner here by a huge gap actually. So this was the first test, but don't worry, I have done multiple tests. So first, let me show you guys how Windows 11 Pro feels when you use this without doing any optimization or nothing like that. Start menu opening, Windows search takes forever to load. Sometimes it becomes unusable. It doesn't even open. Now look at the LTSC. It's much more smoother. Everything works a lot better in LTSC because Windows 11 Pro is bloated. It comes with many apps pre-installed and many features, where the LTSC is opposite. It doesn't have bloats. And it doesn't even have some of the features like the widgets, Copilot, and Bing in search is also disabled by default. So it runs better than Windows 11 Pro out of the box. And rest is almost the same. The only difference in between the LTSC and Windows 11 is the debloated experience in LTSC and better system requirements compared to the normal Windows 11. It doesn't even require you to have a secure boot TPM or not even a UEFI. It can be installed on almost any PC. Now, maybe some of you guys are like, yeah, that's what I want, KB. I want the Windows 11 LTSC because it's lightweight plus works on any PC. I feel you. I totally understand. But before I say anything else, let's take a look at the other benchmarks that I did after optimizing the Windows 11 Pro. This is after I optimized Windows 11 Pro. In CPU, you can see I get a little bit better score now, actually a lot better. If we take a look at this one, this was the score before optimizing Windows 11. Now, this is the score after optimizing the Windows 11. Yeah, we can see we gained the performance here, probably because there are less things running in the background. I mean, the processes running in the background. And let me tell you what, every time I run the benchmark is not consistent because there is always something running in the background and using the CPU. When something uses a CPU while you're doing these benchmarks, it's going to affect the benchmark score. So here in my first benchmark, you can see this is the score that we get in CPU on LTSC. But if we take a look at the another benchmark here, you can see it's a little bit better. And I'm sorry for not being professional here. Okay, this is the best that I can do right now. And here I have another benchmark score. And here you can see it even gets even better sometime. Again, as I said, there is always something running in the background. Okay, so sometime some background processes can use CPU more or less. It depends, and we can't keep track of all those things. So because of that, these benchmark scores are not consistent. Okay, so by looking at these multiple benchmark scores, what I found is that on CPU side, they are both equal. After optimizing the Windows 11 Pro, yeah, they are both equal. Here, this is the Windows 11 Pro without optimizing, and these are the background processes. It has 50 background processes, no optimization, no nothing. This is the CPU usage, this is the memory usage. And I used both LTSC and Pro on same device. And now this is the Windows 11 LTSC. CPU usage is same and background processes are a little bit less actually. It's 45 and memory usage is also a little bit less. So this is almost the same. There is no huge difference. But after I optimize the Windows 11, we get a huge difference actually. You can see we have the background processes only 42 after optimizing it, and memory usage 33%, which is a lot less than what it was. It was at 45% without optimizing, but after optimizing, it went to 33%. And the CPU usage is 4%. CPU can go up and down, starting from 1% to 10%, depending on what is running in the background. This is something that I don't even have to tell you guys. Some amount of CPU and RAM will be constantly used in background by Windows because you're running the Windows. So you can see after optimizing, Windows 11 Pro gets better, a lot better. Okay, I didn't optimize the Windows 11 LTSC. Doesn't have to optimize Windows 11 LTSC because there aren't much bloats and all that, but you can optimize the Windows 11 LTSC too, just like you do with the Windows 11 Pro, and you're going to get the same performance and same CPU and RAM usage. There is not going to be a huge difference. And yeah, after optimizing the Windows 11 Pro, it also became a little bit more responsive, like opening apps or using the start menu or search, because I actually disabled the Bing search plus the Windows indexing. I don't use it on my main machine, so I did that too on the testing machine of Windows 11 Pro. Now there is this weird benchmark score that I got using Antutu. That is the Windows 11 experience, this thing. It runs these tests: data security test, data processing, image processing like the blur and decoding, and also user experience QR code and all that. So according to this software, user experience is better, a lot better in Windows 11 Pro compared to the Windows 11 LTSC. So this is the score that I got in Windows 11 LTSC. Okay, and this is the score that I got in Windows 11 Pro. It's a huge gap. So as you guys know, Windows 11 LTSC is based on Windows 11 24H2, which is still in testing phase. It's not finalized yet. So there are a bunch of bugs, plus it is not fully optimized. So maybe that is the reason why we are getting this bad score in Windows 11 experience, and we are getting the better score in Windows 11 Pro. And rest is almost the same in terms of CPU performance. It's the same in terms of the RAM performance, GPU performance, everything is the same. There are hardly any differences. I ran these benchmarks multiple times, and I see almost the same performance on both Windows 11 Pro and Windows 11 LTSC, which means Windows 11 is bad altogether, no matter which edition you use. Okay. If you want to use Windows 11, you'll have to optimize it. I don't actually recommend you guys to use the Windows 11 LTSC unless if you want to use it and there is a solid reason. Okay, as you guys know, Windows 11 LTSC is for businesses and stuff like that. And yeah, it is actually a lightweight Windows 11 compared to Windows 11 normal, home or pro. And the system requirement is one of the best thing about this version, because you don't need a TPM secure boot, not even a UEFI, which is good for many people out there. But if you think that by installing Windows 11 LTSC you're gonna gain a lot of performance, you're wrong, my brother. No, it's still the Windows 11. Yeah, if you don't optimize the Windows 11 home or pro, yeah, you'll feel the difference. Once you optimize it, I have made a optimization guide video. If you want to watch that video, I'll put link in the description for that video. You can go there and watch it. And I applied everything that I did on that video to this Windows 11 Pro test machine. And after that, I got the same performance in both Windows 11 LTSC and the Pro. So just in my opinion, there is no point using Windows 11 LTSC. Plus, as of me making this video, Windows 11 LTSC is based on 24H, and this version of Windows 11 is not ready yet. You know what is the problem with Windows 11? That is the system requirements. This thing is ridiculous. Okay, I don't know why Microsoft is doing this. As you know, LTSC can be run on anything. And after doing the test and everything, I confirmed that both LTSC and Pro are almost the same thing. Pro is just bloated. You just have to optimize it and uninstall a bunch of things and turn off a bunch of features. Otherwise, they are the same thing. Again, the only problem is the system requirements. And if you think Windows 11 LTSC is better than Windows 11 Home or Pro, again, you're wrong, my brother. They are the same thing. They are equally bad and they are equally good. Now it's up to you how you want to take it. Okay, there are other couple of things, like, again, as you know, Windows 11 LTSC is made for big businesses, industries, and all that. So because of that, it doesn't have much bloat. Plus, one of the biggest selling point of LTSC is it is a long-term servicing channel, which means, let's say you get the Windows 11 24H2 LTSC. You're going to get updates for up to 10 years. And all those updates will be security updates. No feature updates, no nothing. Which also means the LTSC is the most stable edition of Windows. So as you guys know, we get the huge, big feature updates in Windows like once or twice a year. Last year we had the Windows 11 23H2. Now this year we're gonna get the Windows 11 24H2 with more bloat and with more features, plus with more bugs and some other issues, where the LTSC will not get those feature updates. It will only receive the security update, which means it's gonna stay stable. It will only receive the fixes and security updates. And yeah, if you're someone who wants to use a stable version of Windows, yeah, it's good. LTSC is good, but getting hands on LTSC license is kind of difficult and expensive. But I have a solution for you guys. You can make Windows 11 Home or Pro to receive only the security updates. There are tools. For example, I use these two Windows optimizers. They have this option called Windows Updates option. Okay, we have the default out-of-the-box settings, which is the default. You don't have to do anything. You'll receive all the Windows updates, feature updates, and everything. And there is this section called security. If you enable this setting, you're gonna receive only the security updates. No feature updates, no nothing. And this way you can kind of turn your Windows Home or a Pro into a LTSC if you don't want to receive the feature updates and you want to keep your Windows stable, but you won't be able to stay on same version of Windows 11 for a long time, like LTSC, because LTSC can receive updates up to 10 years, but in Windows normal ones, Pro and Home, they only support updates up to like 3 years, I think. After that, let's say you're using the Windows 11 24H2 right now, this year, Microsoft will support the security updates for this version of Windows 11, let's say for 2 or maybe 3 years. Microsoft also announces when they end the support for specific version of Windows. I mean, after 2 to 3 years, they end the support for older version of Windows. So something like that will happen. Actually, in Chris Titus' tool here, you can see if you make your system to receive only security updates, it's going to delay the feature updates by 2 years. By not installing the feature updates for 2 years, I think that update will get very stable by that time. So if this is something that you want, like the stable Windows 11 experience, yeah, do this. Receive only the security updates, just like LTSC. And again, as I said, optimize the Windows to make normal Windows 11 Pro or Home as good as the LTSC. You can use WinUtil, okay, to optimize the Windows 11 and disable a bunch of services and all that. Trust me, this thing will make Windows 11 better in terms of both performance and user experience. Okay, so this is one tool. And there is this tool called WinToys, which I also use. I use these two tools to optimize my Windows actually. It also offers a bunch of settings to optimize Windows 11. And it also has the Windows Updates section. You can change Windows Updates to receive only security updates. Don't disable the Windows Updates because you need a security updates. So by doing this, you can make your normal Windows 11 Home or Pro act like Windows 11 LTSC. No need to get a LTSC actually. Now, if you're still not satisfied, you know what? Go extreme. Make your own custom Windows 11 ISO. Customize yourself. And there are a bunch of tools out there. You can debloat Windows 11 before you even install it. So there is this really popular tool called Tiny11 Builder on GitHub, which is actually pretty good. Now it's open source. By using this, you can make a Windows 11 Lite version by removing all these, crap from the system. And you can also go extreme, make it even more lightweight. They call this a Tiny11 Core. I don't recommend you guys to go extreme. Go with the just Tiny11. WinUtil is also good at making the custom ISO. So you can also use this. But I think Tiny11 is more popular for making a custom ISO. I mean, you can choose whichever you want. There are many other tools which lets you customize the Windows 11 and debloat the Windows 11 before you even install it. And this will actually make the Windows 11 even better than Windows 11 LTSC, and it will have the same system requirements as the Windows 11 LTSC. If you want to remove the system requirements for Windows 11, you can use this free tool called Rufus. This is actually a really popular tool for creating a bootable USB drive for Windows plus for Linux and all that. Now, just my opinion, as long as Microsoft allows us to customize the Windows 11 and let us remove all the features and everything, it's good. I mean, you have to do some work, like you have to optimize it and uninstall a bunch of things, and also turn off a bunch of things like Copilot and everything. Yeah, Windows 11 will be usable, and the normal one, Windows 11 Home or Pro, again, as I said, you have to optimize it. That's the only problem. Otherwise, using LTSC, thinking that you will get better performance and everything is not actually true. You're not going to gain anything. So again, as I said, as long as we can customize the ISO and optimize the Windows 11, just use these options and optimize the Windows 11, the normal one. It's cheaper than Windows 11 LTSC, and if you want a stable experience, go with the security updates and you'll be all good. And yeah, that's all I have to say. for this one. But if you still have any questions or have any suggestions, or you want to discuss something about this topic, you can do the comment and we can try to have some chit chat in the comment section too. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you in the comments. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.